Welcome to what many call the greatest setting in college football. Husky Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Red Raiders will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. So Washington's will be in a hole thanks to that short return. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They'd better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Let's go. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll go to the counter. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Slings it downfield. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Taking a shot on the first play. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Lowers those pads. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
7, Washington, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll go with a direct snap. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He'll let it go down the right side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Back to throw, it's Wegman. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense got him at the 27. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Trying play action. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Husky. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Turner. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One final play before the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Working that left side now. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's caught. Open runway ahead. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They're going to run it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Williams looking for a man. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Huskies look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Boston. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, and is picked off, threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on.
He lets it fly. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Quarterbacks have tough jobs. They got to be fast, obviously. They got to react to all the speed in front of them, all the shifts, all the motions, all the formations. But when you play zone, you got to make sure you get deep to shallow. I can't get beat deep first. The quarterback does a good job bailing, playing that cover 3 technique, then breaking on the football, then going and making a big play.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
And here comes the offense on second down. Williams will pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Red Raiders are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Stanford unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks there on the farm of what things were like when Bill Walsh and David Shaw were in charge. An A-plus performance from the Cardinals. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Williams looking for a man. Throwing right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They want to just keep throwing it. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Makes the grab. It's Coles.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. He'll set up to throw. Feeling some heat. Well, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Williams will pass. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Power football with the run. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. They're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Going with the counter play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Keeps it and gets the first down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Washington coming to the line with another first down. They'll give it to the back. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Williams looking for a man. He caught it. Touchdown, Washington. And here they come, almost all the way back. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense getting set for first down. Leaves it with the running back. Obliterates him, still on the move. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Looking to pass, it's Wegman. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He finds his man. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Wide open, he makes the catch. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He got totally loose on that one. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Washington right back to the line. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Williams will pass. Going to take a shot. And that pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Handoff from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Quarterback checking off. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. The lone back's got it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Snap it to the back. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Dickey. He now has 106 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the 2nd level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating a tackle for a loss on 1st down.
The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Going for it all. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He caught it! And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And he added the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas Tech, 38. Washington, 17.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Williams looking for a man. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Wants to throw on second down. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.